Good evening. In this video, I would like to I would like us to look at this simple concept. In calculus, calculus involves two areas, that is differentiation and integration. And in this video, we want to learn how to differentiate. That is the main skill that you need to know in the topic of differentiation. So to differentiate, that term is used synonymously with finding dy dx. That is for an equation where you have y is equal to a coefficient of x and then some x with some power. So you find dy dx. So if you are told to differentiate, it's the same thing as being told to find dy dx, or to find the first derivative of an equation, or to find the gradient function. So if you see a question where you are told to find the derivative, or to find the gradient function, or to find dy dx, or to differentiate, they mean the same thing. So for example, you have 2x squared. We want to differentiate 2x squared. So to differentiate 2x squared, this is how we go about it. First of all, we take the 2, that is the power. We take it and multiply it with the coefficient of x. So we take 2 and multiply with 2. That will give us 4. And then we have x, and then the 2 of the power, which was the power that we have, we subtract 1 from the power. So you'll have 4x power 2 minus 1, which is 1. This is the same as 4x. So that is your dy dx. So our dy dx is 4x. So that is our derivative. So differentiating is as simple as that. Let's differentiate the second equation. A simple equation like x squared, we take 2 and multiply with the coefficient of x. And here the coefficient of x is 1 because it's just x squared. So we are going to have our dy dx is equal to 2. Then you have x raised to power 2. 2 minus 1 will give us just x. So it is 2x. X power 1 is the same as 2x. Next we have 3x power 4. What is the dy dx, or the derivative of 3x power 4, or its gradient function? To get that, we take 4 and multiply with 3. 4 times 3, 4 is our power, times 3 gives us dy dx as 12. Then we have x, and the power, which is 4, you subtract 1 from the power, so it will be 12x cubed, or 12x power 3. That is your dy dx. You may also have an equation. We normally call it a polynomial, an equation which has more than 2 terms, both with different coefficients of x. To differentiate a polynomial like this, it is as simple as differentiating the 2 terms term by term. You differentiate each term separately, or you differentiate them term by term. So the first term is 3x power 5. Let us differentiate that. So 3x power 5, as we've been doing, you take 5, multiply by 3, that will give you 15. So x remains, and then you'll have 15x power 5 is our power, but in differentiating, we multiply the power with the coefficient of x, and then we subtract 1 from the power. So we subtract 1 and get 15x power 4 minus 4 times 2, which is 8, x power 4 minus 1, which is 8x power 3. So that is our derivative for this particular equation. The next question, we have still another polynomial. In this case, we have 3x cubed, 3x power 3 plus 2x power 2 minus x plus 1 differentiates or find the derivative or find dy dx of this polynomial or this equation. Polynomials generally refer to equations, quadratic equations, cubic functions and such. So to get the dy dx, we proceed as follows. Okay, the power is 3 in the first term. So we take the power and multiply the coefficient of x. So 3 times 3 gives you 9 x power 2. Where is 2 coming from? It is 3 minus 1 because we normally subtract 1 from the power. Then plus 2x squared. We have 2 times 2, which is 4. X power 2 minus 1 remains 1. There's no point in writing 1, so we just leave it as 4x minus x. So when we have x, we assume it is x power 1. So it will be 1 times 1, which gives you 1 times the coefficient of x here is 1. So it will be 1 x power 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. So x power 0 remains as 1. So 4x minus 1. So this will be minus 1 because this is x power 0 times 1, which is the same as 1. Then plus 1. Any number without an x, when you differentiate it, it disappears, or since there is no coefficient of x, you will have the derivative as 0. So you'll have 9x squared plus 4x minus 1. Next, we have the equation y is equal to 18x power 4 minus 2x cubed plus x squared minus 3. So you start by differentiating the first term. We have 4 times 18. 4 times 18 is 72. So you'll have 72 x power 4 minus 1 is 3 minus 6 times 2, 3 times 2, sorry, 6. 3 times 2 is 6 x power 3 minus 1 is 2 plus x times the coefficient here is assumed to be 1, so this will be 2x power 1 or 2x, and then when you differentiate this, it just disappears. It does not have x, so that one remains as 72x power 3 minus 6x plus 2 minus 6x squared plus 2x. We have another one here, that is 3x squared plus 2x minus 7. You differentiate that, you'll have 2 times 3, which is 6 x power 2. So this will be 2 minus 1, which is 1.